Okay, you guys, here, just as a photo reference, actually video reference, this is the yellow dress for Jane that I kind of got an idea off of from the Disney version of Tarzan, and I'm kind of trying to create a more unique, changed Legend of Tarzan version, Margot Robbie version. Lived through the jungle. Sorry, my dog is next to it. Um, yeah, lived in the jungle version because nobody's gonna look this beautiful after running through the jungle and stuff. If you watched my previous video, which I'm supposed to be compiling, and I will be soon, you'll see me. I have tea stained the pants that go underneath it. And so now I'm going to be figuring out, sorry, my dog's so weird, where I need to cut the approximate length so that you'll be able to see both the dress and these lovely little pants, bloomers, whatever you want to call them. Because, yeah, I think I did a decent job for a first time tea staining event. But yeah, I just wanted to show you this as a first, like a before, and that was in air quotes, photo before I completely mess it up. Yeah. So I will get going on that and I'll get back to you. Okay, guys, so you can kind of see this right now. I'm going to be wearing this belt because I have to wear something at work with this. And I thought the belt kind of went with her style. I liked the belt and it cinched my waist. Right now I am wearing the bloomers underneath. Look, see? And they go down to approximately my knees. So I think I'm going to do something along the lines of like this. Hold on, not so high, but like I got to get my, like, something like that. So it looks like it's got like torn on one side, but I do want that to show, so like that, something like that. And then I'll probably have some extra like dirt on my knees here and here because that's where you get your knees dirty and stuff. So I don't think I was gonna put some here because I was like, oh, that's where my knees are gonna be. No, it's definitely not where my knees are. My knees are below that actually. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do some sort of like thing. Like, I know this is weird, but yes, I'm wearing all types of thing underneath. So like some sort of angled thing where it's gonna be, but obviously not this much fabric. I'm gonna cut off a bunch of it and then like kind of shred it. Not shred it, but like distress it so that it's kind of a little bit like this. So that you can see the pants underneath, but they're not like, oh, all of the pants, just a little bit. Yeah, they're there. But yeah, I mean, they're yellow, they're like orange, you can tell that, but I'm gonna try and make them look a little bit more brown with the coffee stain portion that I have. You saw that in my last video. So yeah, I'm gonna get started on that again. Okay, guys. So things are heating up. I just tried to roughly estimate where I wanted these things to and used some very random clips, and I have no idea what I'm doing. And this could turn out very badly, but who knows? But we're gonna see how cutting this is gonna go. If my lines are even straight, or I mean, they're not supposed to be straight, but like if they go by what I want, or if they're just gonna turn out like completely wrong and be like, there's a hole in this dress. What the? Okay, anyway. But in the meantime, my brother came home in the middle of me doing this, and he's like, what are you making? And I'm like, tea. And he's like, why are you making so much of it? I'm like, because I have to put it in my pants. And he just looked at me with this face that was like, what? Because I was still wearing the pants, and I just like showed him. He's like, what the hell? And I was like, yeah, I'm making them because I'm gonna put it in my pants. Duh. Why wouldn't you not do that? Because I still have this huge thing of tea that I just can't part with because I've used it, and I'm like, I just can't part with this tea right now. I feel like it needs to stay here. So it's just sitting on my counter, on the stove, like in a big steel container. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to get rid of you soon, but not right now. Right now is about cutting this dress. So wish me luck, because who knows what's gonna happen. Whew, scared. All right, bye. Okay, guys. So this is after I cut it. Woohoo! I actually really like it. I was really nervous as I was cutting it, but as you can see, I like how you can see fully, not fully, but like you can. There's a definite. Oops. There's a definite portion where you can see this part here, and then if I like move my leg or if I move this, you can see it on this side. But then it goes on an angle, but not to the point where it's like you meant to cut it at an angle. Though I did technically mean to cut it at an angle, I just was so bad at cutting that it turned out to be like this. I thought I was gonna have to go back in and do some more like edge work or something. But honestly, I think this just looks fine the way it is. The back is a little bit straighter because that's when I actually figured out what I was doing. But I think that it's okay to just keep the back a little bit longer. Yeah, I don't really want to worry about it too much. The back's a little bit longer, and I like the idea that the back's a little bit longer, because then if I bend over, it's not like people are gonna see my butt. Nobody wants that. Sorry, nobody wants that. Whereas the front, I can be like, oh yeah, cool. You can see this, and you can see the things right here too. And yeah, I like how it's kind of got distressed here, and it still looks distressed a little bit. It's just I got a little bit better at cutting the lines. But the lines aren't perfect on the back. It's not like a nice clean line like a person who actually knew what they were doing would do. They're definitely like so I think it definitely looks like I've been running through the forest a little bit. I'm gonna add some tea stains, some coffee stains, especially to right here. Tea and coffee stains definitely to this, because this is just way too white. Way too white. Never gonna be doing this. I don't want to cut this just because I don't really know how it would turn out, especially with this here. I think it's just when I was considering cutting these, but again, I don't really know how it would turn out. So I think I'm just gonna leave the sleeves as they are. I think that it looks really good the way it is, and I think that leaving the sleeves like this is fine, and I don't think anybody's gonna be like, what? Why do you have the sleeves like normal, but the bottom is all blah, blah, blah? Why are the sleeves normal and this is like this? I think they're gonna be like, no, this is a very creative costume, because this is not something normal. It's different. I think it's good, and I like different, if you haven't realized that by now. So yeah, this is part one of this. It's gonna get more dirty looking, honestly. Probably, definitely down towards the bottom area, because just like this is where it's gonna get going, and maybe some like here and here, because you know you like wipe your hands on you, so and maybe a little bit on the shoulders. I don't really think, and here, shoulders and the collar. So yeah, Orderly Chaos, middle name, that's what it's like. Okay, all right, I'll talk to you later. All right, so my dog decided to sit right in the middle of my workstation. Anyway, that's the dress right there, or the parts of the dress that I have. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. That's the tea and coffee tea mixtures that I had made earlier. This is the extra fabric that I had. Because I have extra fabric, I am going to sample what each one looks like, because I didn't do that with the pants and I didn't realize what it would turn out like. So I like to see what it's going to look like, what each type is going to look like when I use it on, you know what, dog, why don't you just do that to my dress, and then you'll be able to make my dress look muddy and dirty, you know? Don't you dare! I will murder you! I think he was about to pee on my dress. I would have killed him. Sorry. Okay, back to that. So basically I want to, sample what each one of these like coffee tea stain things are going to look like on a portion of my dress. And since I have extra, I can do that without having to worry about what it will look like. I also have a sponge, so I'm going to try that effect, and then I'm also going to try like layering effect to see how long it takes to dry, and then like if I can put extra layers on, see how that will look. So yeah, I am gonna probably start on the pants first though. But those are drying. I put them in the dryer again because they're just not quite dry, and I want them to be completely dry before I do anything else. Yep, that's it. Okay, so we're set. We're set right now. So on the left, you see also my Portillo's cup, but this stuff is going to be this stuff that's dyed by tea, or mostly tea with a little bit of with only a small amount of coffee in it. Yellow squirt bottle, red container. And then on the right side, you have mostly coffee, a little bit of tea, all in blue. Blue. So this is like for you guys and for me. And then I've got a sponge that I plan on using. So I plan on trying it in a couple different formats, the spray bottle format, and then the sponge format to see what type of different effects I can get. I think I also have a brush downstairs, like a paintbrush, to see what type of effect I can get. Just, to see and play around with it, because I want to see how it works before I really start, like, putting it on the things that I'm going to do. So I'm kind of doing this backwards. Instead of doing the pants first, I'm actually going to play around with doing this so that I can have a real idea with it. And then I'm going to work on the pants, the bottom of them really, mostly I think working with the coffee, because I would like it to be darker. It's gotten more normal, not normal and like it looks like it's been worn. It's not bright orange, but it's still a little bit off to me, and I'm not exactly happy with it. So I think I'm going to need a little bit of like watered down paint, which I can get for fabric at the store at Michael's, and then some of this coffee tea remedy. So yeah, okay. So guys, guess what? So I decided, because I was lazy and I couldn't get to the craft store, decided to buy this like chalk marker online because I wanted to have like a visual guide for when I was cutting my dress, which obviously I didn't have because it didn't come in the mail in time. And then I looked out on my porch and I found it on my porch. But I had literally like looked out on my porch for like, I don't know, the entire day. And then literally I went downstairs and there it was, just sitting on my porch. And I'm very disappointed. But actually I'm not disappointed at the same time, because then I feel like if I would have had the marker, I would have been like drawing lines, trying to make it like look distressed in a perfect way, and I just made it look distressed in a way that didn't even matter to me. So yeah, I mean, I'll use it sometime. One day or another I'll be like, okay, no, I actually need a straight line. So I'll probably end up using it on some sort of thing. Yeah, but now I actually have a chalk marker for fashion stuff. But yeah, I was a little bit sad. I was like, really? You decided to put it on my doorstep probably about 15 minutes after I'd finished doing what I needed to do. So I'm letting the stuff dry. There's not a big difference in color, actually. I did enjoy working with the paintbrushes, though. And the paintbrushes, surprisingly, the paintbrush with the more tea than coffee, like ratio, turned out pretty like dark, which I liked. I think that was cool, but I think if I want to get the effect that I want, I'm gonna have to layer. I'm going to have to get fabric paint. And I saw people fabric paint and then water down fabric paint and then use that with like a paintbrush around the thing. So I saw that online too. Because I watch a million YouTube videos so that I know what I'm doing. Well, actually, I don't know what I'm doing. That I pretend that I know what I'm doing. Fake it till you make it, right? Yeah, maybe I'll just like spill coffee all over it. Might work. But whatever. We'll see how it goes. And I will update you soon. Again. But I'm getting so much done today. I've done the pants. I'm doing the dress. I'm actually doing laundry. I did the dishes. I'm like, what's going on? Who are you? But honestly, it seems like a lot, and it seems like a long time to take to do, but this is not that difficult. Like, you could do this if you believed in yourself. You just gotta believe in yourself. And I believe in myself. My trip to Iceland made me believe in myself more than ever, I think. Yeah. So believe me, I promise I'll tell you more about it. I believe you. Please. And I know that's a completely different story, but yes, it definitely made me believe in myself. Okay. All right. So I'll get back to you in a bit. Okay, guys. Okay. So, it's a little bit difficult to see with the lighting that I have. I've got some pretty bright lighting going on. This is the, tea stained one with mostly tea, some coffee going on. Some of it I did with some of the spray, some of it I did it with the sponge, and some of it I did it with the brush. And the brush I liked, which was here, because I kind of just like did this, and then it kind of just like soaked it up and like made it this sort of thing, which was kind of nice. But it is pretty light. It kind of just looks like it's stained, and not exactly the look I'm looking for. Still, the coffee stain doesn't look very much different. Coffee stain is a tad bit darker. I feel like I need to layer it. It does seem darker, though. You can definitely tell, like, through this camera that it is darker. Here is, I think I did this one on that part. And then the sponge one, I think, is here. And this is like a light mist. I think that was right here. I feel like I can make this work to begin with, but it would need to be layered. And then I need to use fabric paint because I want it to look like it's actual mud. I don't want it to just look like there's just random stains. I mean, obviously somebody's going to have random stains on their outfit because that happens when you're in the middle of the jungle. But I think that otherwise I'm going to have to just wing it. And I'm going to start with learning lessons every day. I'm going to start with the back of the dress when I actually do go onto the dress, and do the back of the dress first so I can see how the bottom of the back of the dress looks first. But right now, I think I'm going to do the pants, and do the pants with mainly just the coffee, because I already have done so much. I pretty much cooked the pants in tea for an hour already, so I don't think it needs any more tea. I think they're pretty teed out. Yes. So, yeah. I guess that was a good sample. Nice run to figure out how I'm gonna do things. And I'll get back to you later. Bye, guys.